Hi YouTube, this is Trish. I'm coming back at you for part 2 of the video that I was previously doing of covering my canvas from Tumi and how I had done my diamonds, jewels, stones, whatever you want to call them, how you do them, how I was going to use the letters. I didn't want to keep you, that long. I'm waiting for that. So I went ahead and made it into 2 parts, okay? Well, I'll be using my light board to see how that does, but I, of course, forgot to bring the cord, so I don't know if I'll be able to do that right now to check it out, but I'll show you how far I got. Okay, so I'm gonna bring you down again, because now that we got all this stuff all organized and everything, and let it sit flat for a little bit, because it really needed to sit down and take a little bit of a nap last night, because it was just starting to roll up everywhere and it was making me real unhappy with it. So let's bring her down so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. Now you should be able to see it good and tight. Okay. I'll turn them around so you can see what I'm talking about with these letters and numbers and the chart that you are given to go with it. Okay. This is how I set this kit up. Okay. With all the letters. I didn't do it with the numbers this time. So we'll see how that works out. And then at the bottom, if you notice, there's a few extra ones because there was quite a number of gems, stones, diamonds, whatever you want to call them. There was quite a bit in the pack, and I didn't want to overflood them, so I put them like that. And then here's your scale. So what I usually do is I turn it over until I'm completely done with it. And then I'll put the little image inside here. But I did notice another thing between my other kit that I just recently got done. Between that kit and this kit, there was only 2 of them that were the same number. Okay, so you're going to wind up having a large selection of gems. So we'll move her out of the way for now. And then I'll show you what this looks like now that it's been sitting flat for a little bit, because it was kind of ripply and I didn't really care for it the way it was looking. So I'm kind of glad that we had a little bit of time. Not that I wanted to leave you hanging, because, that's not very nice to do that to a person. So let me turn her around so you can see the numbers. But see how I did all the numbers? And how it came out. So what I did is I let her just sit here like this, and then I put the light board on top of it to weight it down, because I thought I was going to have to get a real big heavy book and all that stuff. Well, what I did was I just put this down, and this is just your everyday common TV tray. I get them in wood. I like the look of the wood, so I use that. I also have one that I use on my bed also, which is the table, version of it for my bed, so that if my back happens to be hurting, because a lot of people, like I had told you previously in the past, that people that have a lot of back issues are either confined to their bed or they've had a surgery or something like that, and they can't. Let me put this down so I can focus on what I've got to say here. Okay, let me move you back up too, because I feel like we're not getting the point across. Okay, let's move you back up. Okay, I just wanted to show you that. Okay, let's go up a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. There we go. Okay, and that that's the other thing is people who have like a surgery and they get a little frazzled because they're bedridden. This is a little bit of a mind relaxing. Some people don't find that it's mind relaxing. A lot of people find crocheting, needlepoint, things like that. Well, this can also be, if you start off with a smaller one, it can be fun. And people that have become bedridden, or they've gotten a surgery, or they're trying to heal from something, and they don't have the ability of movement, they can get a bed TV tray and do this from that. Okay. I mean, granted, you don't have to buy like stuff like this. You don't have to buy this either. It's nice, especially for people who have really bad, problems with their hands and things like that. But the normal sets that they come with, which is these little sets right here, they work just fine. Nobody's saying that this is right or this is right. These or these. There's no rules. Like, nobody can tell you what's comfortable to you. People that don't have, like people who have arthritis, I suggest the investment of getting a bigger tool, because I haven't been diagnosed with having arthritis, but with my crocheting and my sewing and my seam ripping and just all kinds of different crafts that I've done, my hands will start to get a little bit non-cooperative, we'll say that. Okay, so it's just not always what you think it's going to turn out like. You know what I mean? Like, you just get a little frustrated. So that's why I say don't think you have to invest a lot of money. And if you go through Tumi, you can get a kit, a really small kit for a small amount of money. And they don't just have diamond arch. You can say you want to get only one diamond arch just to see if you like it or not. They also have the accessories, because that's what they're called. They're called accessories. And then they also have household appliances. They also have household storage bins. They have bathroom bins. They have trash cans. They have a lot of other things. So don't think that they only do craft items, okay? So let's get that out of the way this time too, because a lot of people think they have to go through Joann's or Michael's or Walmart or things like that just to get one kit. That's not the case, because a lot of people want to try this, but they're just too scared. I wish that's the one thing that, if I could tell you anything, things will be scary, but it's also going to be one of your biggest accomplishments when you do finally do it. Don't let the fear get you, okay? So, don't feed into the fear, because that will keep you from doing so many things that you want to do. Because if I would have done that, I probably would have never got into 90% of my crafts. Yeah, they're a little bit scary and they're a little bit painful, and I was poking myself with, sewing needles when I would do my stick pins to sew and things like that. The first time I cooked, I burnt the heck out of some chicken, and it was just some simple chicken, and I actually was baking it in the oven. It wasn't like I was frying it or anything. I just threw some chicken in the oven with some seasonings on, didn't know nothing, and burnt it. You live and learn. You know, you cannot let fear get you, guys. Like, that's not good, okay? So, anyway, I am so sorry, but I will apologize. Like I said, I'm truthful. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to fit this part into the last part, but I wanted to show you the way that I did this kit compared to the last kit that I did, because I didn't show you that one. I just did it because I was so excited about it. But this one, I'll take you on the journey a little bit, but those videos will be a little bit shorter because, like I said, because of the fact that I have these cut down and so small, that I'll be able to do one little small section with you guys so you guys can see. I'm not fast. I mean, over time, I'm going to get better and probably faster with it. And I'm going to have to find family members to give these things to. But right now, I'm working on the ones that I specifically bought to keep. Okay? Like I said, I normally make things and I give them away. I don't keep anything. But these particular ones, I bought for myself because I needed a few little decorations for my house because I was wanting to do a little bit of a change. So, anyway, we'll get back to you with the other part of that, part 2 of the covering of the canvas. So, but I wanted to show you all what I had done that I didn't get to in part 1. So, here you go into part 2. Sorry, my dog is playing a little jealous. He's sitting here watching me do what I'm doing here. He's probably wondering who I'm talking to, but he doesn't understand y'all are from my friends, you know. Because normally I'm talking to him or I'm talking to my husband, but, you know, both are a little bit busy, so. See, we're almost done. We're getting there. We're getting there. And what I'll do is I'll take these, and even if I go over just a pinch, I'll just leave it. Okay? See how I went over a little bit on that one? I'll take it over the edge right there so that I know that it's covered and I don't have to worry about the edges not being covered. Okay? And then the last piece right here, and then I got one little piece. I know you can't see it right now. Up here. What I'll do is I'll cut that one down a little bit. We'll cut her in half because we don't need half as much as we have there. And then I'll put the rest of those away for another one. Oh, I cut her too small. How did I do that? Goodness. Somehow I did that. And I'm not exactly sure. Oh, but I turn it the other way, it wants to cover. Oh, right. Well, that's how that goes. Okay. Whoa! There we go. Plastic scared me there for a second. And what I do is now I'll open these little dots. Because I tried to mark them up with the Sharpie. And it didn't work out too well. So this is what I'll do. See, we'll just do that. Okay, we gotta keep going here. We gotta keep her rolling, keep her rolling. Here, here, here. Because it's not like it doesn't matter what the color of the dot is. It's the fact that the dot's there so I can write on it, okay? That's all I'm doing it, just mainly for the example of, because it's too hard to write on this kind of paper, okay? It's not necessarily for the look of it, because it's not like it's going to stay there, okay? So, and some people will do it in sections and cut it off. I don't do that. I don't. And then there's one little piece and one little piece, but I'm not going to worry about those guys because I know they're there, okay? So what you do is you just kind of randomly, let's start over here. Go like 1, and then go over here and go 2, and you go outside in. I find that that works for me. So it would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. You know what I mean? 26, 27, I don't know how I Okay. So, and then remember, we have this one and this one that don't have a dot on them. So we can either do them with this one or this one, and then that one or these two. It doesn't make a difference when you miss them like that. It's how you fix them, okay? Or how you want to set them up. So anyway, that's the way I set this up, okay? And then how I set my letters up in here are going to be based off of my table of contents. And because I have my table of contents here, I can take my dots and get 20 of them in order right away and grab 20. I don't know if that's 20, but we'll go from there, okay? Ooh, I may have grabbed more than 20, but that's okay. So what you do is you get your table of contents, and the first one is an I. V. W. A is in apple. D is in Edward. 0. D is in dog. F. C. L. H. E is in boy. G is in girl. R. J. N. P. Z. T. And then U. Okay, and what I do is I make sure before I even put my gems away, diamonds, squares, that these containers open that direction. Everybody has a different way. They prefer to open them this way because you're right-handed, okay? I'm left-handed, so of course I prefer it this way. So what I would do is I would take my color scale that I just made and put my first sticker on my first one, okay? So now it's where it needs to be, so when I open and close it, I automatically know that's the eyes, so when I go to look on the board, whatever the scale is, all I have to do is go to the scale and pull those gems or diamonds or stones out that way, okay? So I'm hoping that'll help you, okay? And then when I get done, like I said, I'll take the DMC color and put them on the back. And then when I get done with both this kit and the previous kit that I've already done that I'm done with, I will put all my gems together and save them for projects down the road, so that we all know what we're doing, okay? So let me bring you up a little bit so you don't have to keep looking down there, okay? So anyway, I hope this helps anybody out there that was like, you know, getting a little bit confused or misunderstood this whole diamond art thing. It's not as complicated as it looks. A lot of people make it really complicated because when I started watching other YouTubers and the way that they kitted up and how they were doing theirs, ooh, I was worried and I was scared. But then when I did my first one, I didn't get so scared. And then my second one, I felt a little bit more comfortable. Now, this being my third one, I'm learning more and more stuff as it goes. So, but I want to share those things because I want you guys to feel comfortable enough to do diamond art. Okay? So anyway, ta-ta for now. This is Trish. Remember, you have nothing nice to say about somebody or something, don't say anything at all. Bye for now.